I talk to students all the time, thousands of students, and one of our things as educators is to inspire them to practice, become better musicians. And I think drum technique is so important in that. It's not everything, but it's a huge part of it, being able to get your ideas onto the drum set. And like you said the other day, it helps you be more of yourself on the drums,
That's
the better you are with your technique. And my whole thing is how do I convince them to practice this? And every time I do, I get some backlash, or I get some people saying, well, I don't want to do that because of this. And so what I've done is I've created these as myths, and I was hoping that we could get Master Bruce to bust them.
Oh, let's bust these babies down. Let's check into it, man. What do you got?
Okay, here we go. So myth number 1. So the first one is that technique and drum technique is only for professional drummers, and some drummers just want to be hobbyists.
Oh, man. Well, listen, we all have to use some form of technique to play, so whatever your level is. And why not pursue a little bit of a higher ground with your technical studies? So in that, once you get involved in a little bit of some technical movement, you start to loosen up your hinges, you start to feel better flow, and it just makes you a better musician, and you'll probably enjoy your experience much more. So don't relegate yourself to less than just because you think, well, I'm not a pro, I don't need to do that. It's really about kicking yourself in the butt and getting to be the best you can possibly be. So, approach it from that vantage point.
Okay, so the second thing I hear all the time is that learning technique just takes so long to actually see any sort of results.
Nothing comes from doing nothing. So, of course, if you sit around and just will it and wish it would come around, you're not going to get a result. But you also have to be patient in your pursuit of developing anything. Look at anything you want to change in your life, and there's always going to be, a learning curve or a point where it starts to slowly infiltrate. If you can sit back and be patient with it, you'll see results. You just don't want to sit and be antsy and go hey, I need that result yesterday. No, just wait and be patient. Freddie Gruber had the greatest line for me when I was a kid. He'd say, Bruce, when you sit down and practice, sit down like you got no place to go and 1,000,000 years to get there. Well, that couldn't be more true. You have to have a sense of patience with your practice. And if you can approach it like that, in general, that will affect you in your drumming and your life as well.
Right. With any sort of development, I find people want the result now.
Of course, in this high-paced, quick-click world, you want everything now.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. Everyone wants, or not everyone wants, but a lot of people think that learning drum technique is only useful if you need to go fast around the drums or play fast on the snare drum or whatever.
Well, fast and speed are somewhat of, I don't like that term so much because I would rather use the word control. Mm-hmm. So what do you need that for? And you can be economical in how you use your control. Speed and guys who have high octane speed and chops and stuff like that is not necessarily the goal. That doesn't make you the better musician. That doesn't mean that we want to pursue a better approach and try to build up to that. So we use that as a little bit of a marking point. But remember, it's really about control and facilitating your control and getting a better musicianship. So, speed, fastness, I need certain technique to get that. But do I need just the speed for speed's sake? Not necessarily, because if I play something really fast out of context, it has no value. Mm-hmm. If I have good control and it's in a musical context and I'm playing a song, that's where you have value.
Right. Okay, so the cool thing about our drum community is we have drummers of all ages and skill levels. And a lot of drummers have been playing for a while, or they played in the past, now they're coming back to it. And they feel like they've developed a lot of bad habits. And they don't want to practice technique because they feel like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Is this true?
Couldn't be further from the truth. I have guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And these guys are, drum enthusiasts. They played, they gave it up, they came back to it. And it's basically just reframing reflexes. You get reflexes going on, and to change those, you just have to become more mindful, do some tasks that offer a better fluidity, and lo and behold, as you go through the process, it starts to just infiltrate your playing. Right. And the other thing too is, like your neurotransmitters have already set up like some conduit to sort of, relay your information, how you approach things. So when you start to retool that up or relay new conduit and get your neurotransmitters to have a new pathway, you start to see things from a different light, and you can slowly start to shift and change your dynamic and concept as to how you're approaching things. And I never would ever say that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. It's further from the truth. You always can.
But how, Master Bruce? How?
You take a drumstick and slap him across the head, and you'll see the most amazing changes ever.
Okay, last one. A lot of people think that having good drum technique, there's no relation to that and being a good musician.
You know, good musicianship is about technique. Every instrument has a level of technical facility that you must attain to be a proficient musician. So drums are no different. You want to have a good technical approach. It'll maybe unlock doors in your head of musicianship that is hiding behind there that you didn't know existed. Why not tap into that? You might find things coming out of you that you never imagined. I know in my pursuit, there's things that I play now that I could have never imagined 20 years ago. And it's great. I mean, it's kind of like nice how they refreshingly started to come out, but you know, through just practice and regular playing. And that's really what it's all about. And don't forget to honor your musical roots, because that's the most important element of what we want to do.
Okay, so you guys all see, wherever you're watching, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitterverse, wherever, he's the man when it comes to drum technique. This is why I got him out here, and this is why I love Drumeo so much, and this is why I'm so grateful that I get to do what I do. Because I get to sit beside, you know, guys like him and really dig into this stuff, into the philosophies of learning and the philosophies of drum education. So it's so cool. And we just finished filming this entire course with Bruce where he teaches you his formula for learning drum technique. And it happens over a period of time, and it's very, very methodical and step by step. And in addition to that, he could be your personal drum coach throughout this journey. And so I really encourage you, there's a link somewhere on this page, okay? It could be there.
Could be here.
It could be you could maybe have to click right on Bruce,
it might
or
be right
click
here.
over there or somewhere, but I encourage you to click that link because you gotta check this out. I'm gonna be going through it with the group of students that's going through it myself, and I'll be in there helping out in any ways I can, and also just learning and studying because I'm such a geek with this kind of stuff. So thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Jared, for having me, and I look forward to this venture, man. This is
Yeah.
going to be cool.
All right, see you in the next video.
Peace.